Hello, my Virgos, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. And yes, I am Debbie. So anyway, I did do an overview for February 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, where I talk about what's going on in the world. I talk about the cards I'm using. I do a reading and what's going on in the planet. So take a look at that because it always gives a little bit of a background to what we're talking about here. And I also tell you on that video that these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay, when I started thinking about my Virgos, I started to get a little bit of a stress headache. I think maybe my Virgos, you need a little bit of, maybe you need to get up away from the desk if you're at a desk very often, or maybe you have a little bit of eye strain. You need to kind of take care of yourself a little bit more. Oh, all right. Ooh, the world energy. I love that. But I am going to still say, that thing, and while that has a lot of things opening up, I do feel like you need to maybe take a little break. And the break, I'm not saying that you have to take a vacation, though maybe that's what you really, really do need. But I am saying that there is, that you just need to take a little more care of yourself. Okay? Okay, now that I've said that, my headache is going away. So let's see, higher power. The cards are jumping out already. What else do you have for our Virgos? Again, okay, and there we go, some decisions. All right, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3 cards are here. None of them are face down. These two are, well, all 3 of them actually jumped out at us. We have 2 major arcana cards. This one is reversed. It has a little more to it, more oomph to it. So we have a 21, a 2, and again, we're doing this for February 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. There is, and 2023, there is a ton of 2 energy going on right now. And many people believe that there are 2 portals that are opening right now. And I do not discredit that. I have some belief in that also. I do know numbers have power and numbers have meaning. So there is things happening. 2's about decisions, choices, also partnering. So now we have the 1. 1 is a new beginning, new start. 2 plus 1 is a 3, celebration, creation. The power of 3. We have Archangel Michael. Michael is the defending angel, the defender, the one that leads the angels that are going into war, the angels that are going to defeat, that are going in, not into defeat, but they're going to defeat or vanquish, the darker energies, the darker, the darker powers. So Archangel Michael is a very strong warrior, strong angelic being, one that many, including myself, call upon to help, especially when it's to fight something that needs to be fought. Not sure. I gave you a whole lot about Michael. Someone needed to hear that. Anyway, the world is the end of the Fool's journey. So the Fool started as a 0, God source energy, and now comes to this 21. He has gone through, he has learned, he has learned wisdom, he has become experienced. He is now ready for his next step, whatever that will be. And in many ways, he starts off as a fool again, having faith, having trust. But now he has more of the world behind him. So the world, so right now the world is one of these wonderful energies. It does talk about a happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. So you may have come to the end of a new lesson for you. And now it's time for you to enjoy that lesson or reap the rewards of that lesson. And at the same time, it could be time for you to rest right where you are before you start again. Okay? So something is coming to an end. It's a successful end. It's a good end. Maybe you have finished a project. Maybe you're getting ready for that promotion and now, you're feeling very accomplished. Maybe you finished school. Maybe you finished, just something that has really, and you're into that next step. But this is a good good energy. This has a lot of strength. Like I said, Archangel Michael, a lot of strength. So whatever it is that's changing, whatever it is that's been a challenge, you have overcome the challenge. And now you're ready for the 7 of Raphael. So 7 is a divine number. It's a divine umbrella. divine intervention, and it's also divine interference. Now we have Raphael, which is water energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, we have a Pisces new moon coming up. So that is the 20th, I think at 2:05 a.m. Eastern time. So depending on your time zone, it could be the 19th or the 20th. But at the same time, it is a new start, a new beginning. And during Pisces season, it will come in the next 2 weeks then, it will come to the full moon, which will be your full moon. So there's a change for you. There's a shift for you. I still want you to take better care of yourself. Give yourself some, give yourself a break, give yourself some time out, kind of do the recouping, and, because there's been a lot of stress with this card. The World card, to accomplish what you've had to accomplish, there has been stress for you. But the Seven of Raphael says now that you are at this point, choices are opening up for you. Now, part of this lesson that could have been learned is maybe you're ready to leave something totally behind and saying, okay, I've tried, I've done it, because I told you I feel job changes for a lot of my Virgos out there. I know I'm still feeling it. I'm still feeling it. And again, it's easy to get a job. It's easier to get a job when you have a job. So I'm not telling you to just, cut bait and run. I'm telling you, get out your resume. But then what happens is things are opening up for you now. You've accomplished something, you've finished something, and now it's, now things are opening. So the Seven of Raphael, the Seven of Cups, is all about choices. And this was in the main reading also. So time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. So there might be something from this journey, even though it was a successful journey, and you should be proud of how you got there, but you might have been in a world of toxicity. You might have been in a world of toxicity, and now you want to break free of that. Then we come to this card, and this is the good old Devil card. This is the one where you have to face your fears. You have to know that, you have to say, no, I'm letting go of something that's not necessarily good for me. It hasn't been good for me. Like I said, you could have been in a toxic situation. So this is leaving a toxic situation. This is facing your fears. This is acknowledging where you've come from and that you have really done a great job. Things are opening up and choices are coming to you, or maybe it's just that even your spirituality is creating those choices. So we come to 15, 555, change, 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 decision. Archangel Jophiel, who has a lot of creativity and can open up many, many opportunities. Now, the thing about this is you see all of these doves leaving the cage, flying out there, and yet we have the little one here. The cage is open, and yet this one has not made a decision. Does this dove follow, or does this dove stay caged? It is facing fears. So something's transitioning. This is a big week of transition for you, I guess I should say, Virgo. You're making some decisions, you're making some choices, and you will start acting upon them. You will start going with your plans. You will start, because you are planners. Whenever I think of Virgos, I think of the flow charts, I think of the post-it notes, I think of, okay, if this doesn't work, then I'll go and do this. So there's some plans, there's some changes, there's some transitions, and I do feel, again, I'm feeling like you want to change your job, and if that's what you want to do, you have to face that. Again, I'm not telling you to quit, but you do have to get back in the, you have to get back in the interviewing phase, the putting out your resume. And that's very vulnerable for you. What if they don't like me? Well, you know what? Who cares if they like you or not? You are an asset to them. You bring wonderful abilities, wonderful gifts. So if they don't like you, then it wasn't the right place for you to be. So release yourself from that which holds you back, a need to detox, unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So there's some changes happening. This week is pushing you more and more into facing those changes. Maybe you've been doing really, all I have to do is get through a couple of more months. Maybe, things are going to change. That person's going to, so there's, this is kind of facing reality a little more and deciding on that. Now, reality may be, maybe, like I said, okay, if it is only a couple of months, maybe that's the reality, and you just have to face it and say, okay, I face it. I've got a couple of more months. I'll get to my 5-year anniversary, or I'll get to my whatever it is. I'll be able to get this or this and this. I'm just going to make it there, and that's a decision. And when you're when you make that decision, it does help. It does help you to detoxify. It does help because you're like, no, I'm going to stay here until this is done, and that's okay. And you actually feel clearer. You feel clearer because you've made a decision. Okay, let's see. Anything else for our Virgos? Holy Spirit. Anything else for our Virgos? Anything else for our Virgos? Here we go. I mean, it could be about a house. It could be about any of the relationships that we talk about. Here we go. Messenger of emotion. So now the underlying message on this is the Page of Cups, the Page of Water. So you have some more water energy here. So the Page's underlying energy is your energy, money, job, career. A cup energy, again, is that water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is the beginning of a new emotional experience that could grow into something deeper. Now, this could be a very romantic one, too. But, it's like, a very happy ending. You may receive a message expressing feelings that you didn't even know were developing. A social invitation could soon be on its way to you. There's a person involved who's very gentle and loving with only the kindest of intentions. It could be you, especially if you're artistic, shy, and sensitive. I'm kind of getting that, again, this is somebody that's actually going to be a helper to you in making this decision, okay? But remember, whatever the decision is, you have done wonderful in all that you have accomplished. So always remember that too. Okay, so let's go. Let's see. Words of inspiration, fairies and angels. What else do we have for our for our Virgos? We're in Pisces season now. We have a Pisces new moon. Your full moon is coming up. But if you also have Pisces in your chart, you might want to take a look. But for our Virgos, what do we have? I digress. For our Virgos, what do we have for our Virgos here? Here we go. The Garden of the Sun and Moon. Well, we have a new moon coming up, so the change you seek may be outside your comfort zone. That's true here. Ask for the strength to help you move forward. Ooh, I think that's very, that fits. That fits my Virgos. That fits. Okay, so ask for the strength. If, I'm not saying you can't, I'm not saying you have to move forward, but if it's like you're feeling kind of trapped and you feel like I've gotten everything I can, ask for the strength. Ask for help. Ask for the help. Ask for the push. Okay, let's see. What crystal or energy for my Virgos would be helpful? What would be helpful for my Virgos? Virgo. What would be helpful for you? Here we are. Reversed. Blue calcite. Somebody else got this too. I can't remember who though. Capricorn, I think. Soothing. No, I haven't done Capricorn yet. Soothing, inner peace, universal, perspective, strong memory. Pisces was the first one. I think Pisces got that too. So if you know a Pisces, or if you have Pisces in your chart, it's the second time that's come up, you might want to take a look at that one too. All right, so my Virgos. Interesting stuff. You have done wonderful. You have grown. You have done everything you're supposed to do. Choices are there The decision card is about, facing fears, and and like that one card, the Garden of the Sun and Moon, is kind of like, being pushed out of your comfort zone. Let me know. Let me know what it's all about. Anyway, take the moment, please. Go and like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. If you're on Rumble, hit the Rumble. That's appreciative. As always, though, my Virgos, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.